Well, hello everyone. I am Cindy Nunnery, and I am bringing you your midday productivity tips today, and I'm very happy to be doing so. I am a board-certified holistic health coach. I'm a #1 international best-selling author, a speaker, and I'm an advocate for living lives we love every day, happy, healthy, and energized. So today we're going to talk about, in the productivity tips, we're going to talk about brain power. And when you think about brain power, what do you usually think about? You usually think about concentration and the ability to focus. So when we talk about doing things to keep our brain power going throughout the day, we need to take into account what we're eating and what we're snacking on. And that's the bulk of this productivity tip today, is snacking for brain power. And I'm going to give you some different ways that you can snack, easy and simple, a simple recipe, and give you some things that you can really take with you. So let's talk about the brain first. When we feed ourselves, we need to make sure that we're feeding for our brain as well. Too much can really have our brains have an inability to focus and concentrate and get a little too excited. But also, if we don't feed and snack enough during the day, it can really leave us in a foggy state with an inability to concentrate, and really that can affect our productivity, whether it's at home or in an office or anywhere. So we have to feed our brain, we have to feed our body, and we need to do that by having our 3 main meals, of course, during the day, healthy, low glycemic meals, but we also need to incorporate healthy snacks in between those meals. When we get up at 6 or 7 and we have things going on and we have our breakfast and then we're out the door, we're not eating lunch until noon, maybe 1 o'clock, we have a huge bulk of time in that mid-morning that we need to have a snack to be able to feed our body and especially our brain to keep it going. The same for the afternoon. When we eat lunch, it could be a long, big period of time before we sit down and we have dinner again to feed ourselves. So we need to look at snacking in the mid-afternoon as well. So when we look at having to have snacks in between these meals, we want to make sure that it's not going to add unnecessary sugar or calories, or that it's food that doesn't do us well. In other words, isn't feeding our brain. So let me give you some ideas of some simple and easy snacks that you can plan. And when I say plan, you want to plan out. If you go to an office every day or if you're on the road, plan your snacks so you can take them with you, and then that way you're prepared. Because if you fail to plan, you're going to fail at keeping yourself fed and keeping your brain being able to do what it really needs to do for you. So here are some simple, really simple 1 or 2 ingredient things that you can do to pack a snack. So one is a nice green apple with 2 tablespoons, not much more than that, of a nut butter. Maybe it's an almond butter or another nut butter that you may like. Dark chocolate and clementines, so you get that kind of sweet and sour. Now, not milk chocolate, but dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is really good, and it's really one of those brain foods, right? We love chocolate, but the milk chocolate does nothing for us. It's the dark chocolate. So let's feed ourselves with the good chocolate and enjoy it. Now, another one of my favorite butters, I should say, is sun butter. And sun butter you can put on anything. You can put it on a nice black bean cracker. You can put it on cucumber slices. Really delicious. It's just one of those, again, delicious nut butters. A quarter of an avocado. We know how good avocados are for our brain. We know that it's filled with a lot of it really is one of the great superfoods that are out there, but we don't want to have too much of it. So a quarter avocado sprinkled with a little bit of sea salt or pink sea salt, really, really delicious. You might want to try a healthy trail mix. And again, the store-bought trail mixes aren't necessarily all that healthy. They can have too much of the little M&Ms that you put in there or some other ingredients. So grab a handful of almonds, grab some seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, grab some raisins or some goji berries, add a little coconut shreds in there, and make your own trail mix to bring with you. And then that way it will be filled with all the good things that you want without too much of the bad. Hard-boiled eggs is another idea. Boil them up. You can pack those up and really easy to go. One recipe that I wanted to share with you is one that I've had a lot of people respond that they really think it's delicious, and it is easy also to pack up and take with you if you have to leave the house, and that is banana sushi. And I love bananas. A lot of people love bananas. They're really good for you. They're good for the brain with the potassium in there. They also contain tryptophan, which is a protein that helps us convert serotonin in our body, that helps us to relax and improve our mood. Bananas are good for a lot of great things. So to make banana sushi, you want to take a banana that is firm, but not too firm, so not unripe, and certainly not mushy. And you want to spread half of the banana with the nut butter. I use the sun butter, which is a sunflower seed butter. So you spread half of that banana, and then what you do is you roll it in. I use a combination of chia seeds and hemp seeds and a little bit of Bob's Red Mill muesli, and I kind of mix that together first. So when you spread that banana with that sun butter and you roll it into the chia, hemp, and the muesli, you can pop it in the freezer and take it with you. You can slice it up into small slices and then freeze it to make it easier for finger food. And it makes a really, really delicious snack with the goodness of the banana, but also the chia, which is a really great omega-3, great for the brain, and it's filling when you add the hemp, which is the protein in the muesli on it. So the banana sushi is a really, really great snack that you can pop in your freezer and take, or you can make and eat right away. And then also you do want to think about having a snack that you can just grab and go. Because if you're like me, and I'm like you, many times we just need to run out the door and we need to have a healthy snack. One of my favorite grab and goes is the Peanutty Bliss by USANA. And it is a high protein, 10 to 12 proteins, and it has a good amount of carbs, and it's low sugar, natural sugar, low GI. So have a bar that you can grab and go so that you are never without a good snack. So again, I'm Cindy Nunnery, and I'm so happy to bring you these healthy productivity tips today. And you can see more at my website at cindynunnery.com, and keep that brain power going and keep it going all day long. Here's to you. Thank you.